Hello everyone, my name is 𝘌𝘥𝘶𝘤𝘴. Today is my presentation topic Education and Types of Education. Education is not the learning of facts but the training of the mind to think. Education. The word educate comes from a Latin word educare, which means to lead out or bring out. Education is the process of bringing desirable changes into the behavior of human being. It can also be defined as the process of imparting or acquiring knowledge or habits through instruction or study. Websites defines education as the process of teaching to develop the knowledge, skill, and character of the student. Next part is types of education. Three types of education. First, formal education. Second, informal education. Third, non-formal education. This is picture of formal education. Formal education. Formal education is international, organized and structured form of learning imparted in educational institutions like school, college or university in order to modify the behavior of an individual. Meaning of formal education. Formal education is the education that occurs within an organized and structured context. It is usually located in institutions dedicated to education or training, structured by learning objectives or learning strategies facilitated by a teacher or trainer, international of the part of the learner and leads to certification. Characteristics of formal education. Deliberate, fixed place, curriculum and syllabus, objectives, assessment and certification. Merits and demerits of formal education. First, embellish self-disciplines. Demerit, different kinds of learners learn together. Second, continuous learning, rigid program. Third, generates habits of reading and writing, does not consider students' attitude, value and custom. Fourth, focus on growth and development of different faculty of learner, a natural way of teaching and learning. Informal education. Informal education, learning that goes on in daily life and can be received through daily experience such as from family, peer group, the media and other influence in a person's environment. Meaning of informal education. Informal education covers a vast array of learning that all people take part in their lives every day. It covers activities like individual and personal research on subject or interest for themes lives by using books, libraries, informal trainers, the internet or other resources. Informal education also includes accept whereby the individual seek or want to learn a specific skill, but informal education means also learning things without the learner realizing that he learned it. This can be any kind of information that the learner pick up from the television, radio, conversations with friend and or family. This picture of informal education. Characteristic of informal education. First is never organized. Second, learner is highly motivated. Third, often spontaneous. Fourth, no formal curriculum. Fifth, initial but essential. Sixth, can be negative. Merits and demerits of informal education. Merits. Anywhere and anytime. Take place every location. Uses of variety of methods. Lifelong education. Focuses on early stage development of learner. Demerits. Trends to be unpracticable. Can be negative. Can abstract wrong information from media. Last of non-formal education. Non-formal education. Learning resulting from daily activities related to work, family, leisures is not organized or structured in terms of objective times of learning support. Example: swimming seasons, certification course, distance learning. Meaning of non-formal education. Non-formal education has an adopted strangely where the student's attendance is not fully required. The educative progress is non-formal education has a more flexible curriculum and methodology. The activities or lesson of the non-formal education take place outside the instruction or schools. Here the needs and interests of the students are taken into consideration. Because of the importance of interest and needs of the students, this form of education meets the individual needs better. Non-formal education is focused on the student and his will have as result as the student participates more. When the needs of the students changes, the non-formal education can react quicker because of its flexibility. Distance learning. Characteristics of non-formal education. First, students need. Second, certification. Third, definite purpose. Fourth, flexible. Fifth, no time bound. And demerits of non-formal education. Merit. First, flexibility in organization and method. Second, acknowledging the importance of education. Third, after-school programs. Fourth, community-based organization. Fifth, can lead to greater confidence in formal classroom. Demerits of non-formal education. First, innocently. Second, does not result in degree diploma. Third, does not provide school level education. Fourth, needs highly self-motivated learners. Fifth, teachers are not well trained. Basis difference for formal, informal, non-formal. Basis time. Formal, registered till school or college. Informal, lifelong process. Non-formal, it is a continuous process. Basis scope. Formal, limited and narrow. Informal, scope is vast. Non-formal, scope is vast. Basis agency. Formal, school, college, university. Informal, home, market, playground, temple. Non-formal, structured organization and institutes providing department. Basis aim. Formal, intellectual development of man. Informal, it lays stress practically. Non-formal, all-round development of man. Basis curriculum. Formal, fixed syllabus and curriculum. Informal, curriculum is the life itself, no fixed curriculum. Non-formal, there is a need-based syllabus. Basis rules. Formal, it has rigid and fixed rules and regulations. Informal, there are no rules and regulations. Non-formal, it has flexible rules and regulations. Basis source. Taught by trained teachers. Informal, it is received from any and every person. Non-formal, taught by experienced trainers. Thank you everyone.